YouTube, or miltovet.org or miltovet.com so you can see us. I'm Christine Mantilla, and my co-host is on the other side of the screen.
Hi, I'm Daniel, a United States Marine Corps veteran, and we are your hosts for tonight's Veteran Series.
Welcome, everyone. Oh my gosh, it's great to see some faces. If I don't see your face, I'm probably missing your face. It would be great to see you too, though. Hello, Margarita. Okay, so we are going to open with introductions. We're going to keep it to 30-second introductions just to be respectful for our speakers this evening. So if you want to hear what a 30-second introduction is, we want to know your name, what branch you served in, or what organization you are with. So I will let Daniel give us the example.
Okay, so let me run through it again in under 30 seconds. Hello, everyone. My name's Daniel. I am a United States Marine Corps veteran. I served for 4 years, and I currently work at the VA in Long Beach. I have been there for a couple years, but my entire VA journey spans about 10. I've known Christine here for a couple years, and we've been doing the Veteran Series Forum for about 2. And I really look forward to helping out other veterans and connecting with other people tonight. Thank you. That was 28 seconds.
Awesome. All right, so we'll go around the Zoom room and do this. How about Dr. Margarita? Oh, we can't hear you.
Good afternoon. Hi, Noel. Hi, my name is Dr. Marita Clement. I am a retired staff from the Veterans Hospital. My father was a Navy officer, and I am here to support Christina with our mission, and that is the Veterans Series. So now that I'm retired, I am running my own business. That is a body protective device that I invented to prevent pressure ulcers.
Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
And everyone, if you have a moment, put your contact information in chat so we can network. And let's go with Lelaine.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lelaine Lau. I'm also from the Bodyguard Corporation. I help Margarita represent her company and our love for the military and the veterans. And we love connecting people and networking and making this a viable platform for everyone to find resources. So thank you. Nice to meet everybody.
Nice to see you again,
Love
Lelaine.
having you on. Megan, and I have something to connect you to, Megan. So I got to talk to you afterwards.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Megan Langston. I'm with Human Works Foundation and also the Orange County Veterans and Military Families Collaborative. Actually, this afternoon, I was voted in as the vice chair of the entire collaborative. Previously, before I was the working group chair for the Employment and Entrepreneurship Working Group. So I look forward to continually connecting with everyone here. And just strengthening our bond to help serve veterans and their families within the community. So thanks.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Love it. Luciano.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Luciano Aguilar, and I'm with a few organizations. I'm with Presidential Canine, which is a dog training, grooming, daycare, boarding facility out in Hawthorne, California. And I'm also the president of the Dogs Project, an organization that supports the military working dog community and also trains dogs for veterans in need.
Welcome. We need you here. Stephanie, have you been to Patriots and Paws?
I have not.
Okay, we're going to connect with you.
All right.
Chris.
Welcome, Luciano.
Hi, Margarita.
Hey, everyone. I'm Chris Elder. I am with Mil2Vet. Also, I host the Return to Roots podcast. Thanks to everybody that came out here tonight. Look forward to hearing some awesome stories. And yeah, that's it for me. You guys have a great one.
Thank you, Chris. Okay, we got Dixie. And Dixie, if you're talking, you're muted. How about Chris's?
This is Dixie. I'm from Alaska.
Hey,
Welcome.
Dixie.
Hi. I'm just sitting down and eating dinner, so I'm listening to the conversation. But I'm glad to be invited. Thank you.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Glad you could join.
So how about Chris's autopilot? Or Kieran?
Who's that?
We can also hop to Hank, our veteran comedian, who's going to have a joke for us later.
Mm.
And you're muted, Hank, if you're trying to cuss me out.
Maybe Hank is AFK.
All right, reading. Read AI meeting.
That's the notes, I think.
What are notes? Do we have notes now?
Yeah, it helps Chris.
Ooh,
Yeah,
awesome.
it's pretty cool. Melissa just joined.
Melissa? Do you want to give your 30 seconds? We can't hear you.
Melissa, there you are. Melissa, you're still muted. Bruh.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
30
Can you guys hear
seconds,
me?
go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Mel Ramon. Hi. Service officer for American Legion of Buena Park. Here for the resources, everything. If you guys need any assistance, a lot of experience in housing and everything else. If you guys have followed my story, I'm here. I'm excited. I'm actually bartending right now, but I will be here.
That's a live experience right there. I love it.
It's a live
All right.
experience. I got a district meeting. We're here. I apologize. We couldn't be there.
So
Good.
Penny is somewhere in the warehouse right now. We'll do an introduction for Penny. We are live streaming the Veteran Series podcast here at Patriots and Paws, where any veteran can come, active duty, reservist can come and she's going to grab some flyers, can come and get free home furnishings and other amazing resources. The yard is always available for organizations to come and do veteran events. Veterans are always welcome here. There's a support Sunday, the second Sunday of every month for veterans only, just to hang out. And we do have a golf tournament coming up. We have a barbecue coming up. So here's what she brought.
Nice.
And we'll share more information. Go to the website. And then I am Christine Mantilla. It's great to see everybody on tonight. We are and this is Judah right here. Judah, hello.
Hey, see, we just actually had Mohammed pop up. I don't know if
Mohammed, do you want to give your 30 seconds?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Go ahead.
All right, then. Hello, my name is Mohammed Islam. I'm with the Diversity Business Forum and also the National Veteran Chamber of Commerce. We just want to help small businesses and veterans, those who want to do business loans and other business assistance. We'll be glad to talk to them. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you for joining us. And now we get to welcome our, Penny, you want to give your...
Hi, everybody. I'm Penny at Patriots and Paws. I'm glad that we can support you guys. We are creating a podcast room specifically. It'll be upstairs, so that'll be available. Excuse me, my dog's here with me today. So we got a couple of events coming up. If you like green and you like St. Patrick's Day, we have a St. Patrick's Day party at the VFW Anaheim. So we have that coming up. If you like to eat, or if you like to eat and like to do smoking of ribs and brisket and chicken, we have a competition. So if you've got somebody there that says, like, I'm the world's best, you tell them to prove it and come and compete. So that's in April. And then we have golfers at Strawberry Farms it'll be June 11th. We have a golf tournament coming up. So, but as Christine said, you know, we're here. We're here to serve. Our space is open. However, we can be a service to you in addition to what we do 3 days a week, giving away furniture and stuff. We want to know how we can be of more support to you guys. And that's why Christine is working with us and on our board. And that's why we've opened the facility to the podcast and creating a room. So not only can she do this in that room, but any of you that need a space to do podcasting, you can come here and use that space.
And veterans can learn. If you don't know how and you want to start a podcast, come. We'll get the resources to teach you. Yay. Okay. So ready? You guys ready? We have 2 amazing speakers.
Anybody else you need to?
No, I don't think so. I know there's other people on, but
Okay.
everyone's muted.
I'm scooting out.
So our speakers,
I'm listening, but I'm scooting out.
our speakers are going to give us 10 minutes each, and then we're going to open the floor. So make sure that you guys that want to talk, you know, you have the opportunity to share. So our first speaker is A. Noel. She's an amazing woman, actress, producer, author. She is a filmmaker, and she also is a dependent. Her father was in the Army, and she's going to share a little bit about her experience.
He did a commercial set.
Take it
And
away,
she-
Noel.
She's a cause commercial too. So she's active in helping veterans.
Yes, hi everybody. I hope everyone is doing very well this evening. I see some amazing familiar faces. Hi Lelaine. Hi Margarita. Yes, my name is A. Noel Jackson, and I am originally from Tacoma, Washington. I actually lived on the base. It was Fort Lewis, formerly known as Fort Lewis, and that was JBLM. And I am the only one in my family that did not join the military. However, my sisters, they both retired Master Sergeants from the U.S. Army. Their husbands retired from the U.S. Army as well. And my dad was also in the military. He was also in the Army and he retired. So can you imagine being the only artist in the family when all of these military people around you, they're like, what are you doing? But I'm saying all that to say, I have such a big love and heart for my veterans, my active duty friends that committed to fighting for their country and keeping us safe. I understand firsthand growing up when my dad had to go off to Desert Storm, and making that decision was not an easy decision for him. And when he came back, although I was a very young girl, it did change him. He experienced a few things because he was in infantry. So he witnessed a lot of his friends being severely injured or even not able to come back home. And so growing up and seeing my dad go from having everything like full of life and all that good stuff to coming home and withdrawing, that was really tough. And so growing up and witnessing him going to war, my sisters heading off to Afghanistan and Kuwait and overseas and then coming back, I know from a dependent standpoint how important it is to be an absolute support to your family that decide to join. Oftentimes, we can seem different just because we made a different decision, but no, when your loved one decides to make that determination and that leap to join the military, no matter the branch, they have made a declaration for the love of not only their country, but the love they have for their family and their friends. And so us as dependents, when we decide to love someone who is in the military, like I do, hi King, I see that you joined. That's my boyfriend King. Making that decision, I know is not an easy one, but being with someone that has either determined to do such a thing or being born into the family, it gives such an enriching experience and a different perspective of what it means to truly sacrifice. And so for me personally, I feel like it's an honor to be part of such an amazing family that decided to make a change and make a positive one. So a lot of the discipline, the sacrifice, the mindset that I have, I know I owe it to my father and my sisters. A lot of times it seems as if, like, I'm going to back up. When I made the decision to move from Tacoma to Los Angeles, that was not an easy decision. As Christine said earlier, yes, I am a filmmaker. And yes, I decided to go a different path. But my family gave me so much encouragement to go after my dream, just like they went after their dream, that I always want to pour back into my veterans. So I'm saying all that to say, I will not be the person that I am today without my family. They are my rock. They are so incredibly amazing. The sacrifices they had to make for my sisters alone to become master sergeants was so great. And it was difficult. I've been there when they were in tears crying about if they were going to be able to make it. And then they switched and they decided to keep going. That same fervor and determination is within me. And so what I love to do is I definitely dedicate my time to give back. I love helping out Patriots and Paws. King and I was just out there. We made a pretty amazing donation. And because it's recorded, I can't say exactly what it was, just out of respect for the company I work for. But to see an organization like Patriots and Paws giving back, helping out our veterans, furnish their homes for free, I feel like that is the very least that we can do to give honor and respect to those who decided to serve. Being a filmmaker, I think it's extremely important to share the truth and reveal the truth, no matter how painful, how ugly it may seem. I've been in the documentary space for about 3 years now. And so what I would love to offer is that anyone who is interested in sharing their story or figuring out how do I get my story in a visual medium, I will love to chat with you, because I know that it isn't the easiest thing to do, but when you have the right people around you and want to give you that space and that reverence, it's extremely important. And as a dependent, and speaking to all the dependents out there, or the spouses out there that are supporting their family, supporting their husband or wife that's in the military, it's extremely important to be that safe space for them. We may not understand exactly what they're going through, but being a listening ear does wonders for their soul. And I know that firsthand. I've seen it with my sisters and their success in their marriages, having clear and effective communication. And sometimes it can be scary because we always wonder, like, well, will that person understand what I go through? Will that person want to hear me? Or, like, because they're not exactly in my shoes, then what's the point of speaking? The importance of speaking is that since you have breath in your lungs, your story matters. It's so important to be able to share your story and share your story in a safe space, in a safe environment. That's the only way that we grow in a better level of understanding. So for those that really want to connect with me and want to be able to share their story, please reach out to me. My website is bethefearlessactress.com. I consider myself the fearless actress because I wanted to, when I get to become old and gray, I wanted to make sure that I lived my life fearlessly, having courage, just like my sister, just like my sisters, just like my dad. They lived fearlessly, and I want to do the same. So please make sure you reach out to me. That's my website. And I can also be reached at Noelle, NOELLEJAX @gmail.com. Like, my inbox is always open. even if you just feel like you need to vent, trust me, that is the most healing thing you can do, is share your story. So that is it. I don't know if I met the time limit. I love to ramble. I could talk all day long, but just know that your story matters, and I am here to help you share it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Noel, it's interesting. A couple of weeks ago, we met with Luciano, and we shared with him. He has a wonderful story, and we shared with him that he should connect with you. So Luciano, Noel, Luciano, interesting story. He has.
Thank you guys. So I put the information in chat. If you guys want to connect, and we'll open up at the end. So we'll talk more, and everyone make sure to save chat. We'll teach you how at the end if you don't know how. Daniel, do you want to introduce Joel? And did we lose Joel on the?
Nah, Joel should still be here. Where you at, Joel? Jay?
I think he dropped off.
Hold on.
I know he was having a little bit of issues. We have another speaker, Joel, who's a Marine Corps veteran. And I do see a couple people trying to re-enter who may have fallen off as well.
Yeah, he was having some difficulties, so he fell off. So we lost Joel, guys. I'm sorry.
Is he going to try to hop back on?
He's trying, but we should just keep on plugging and chugging.
So then right now, why don't we, because that was going to be actually what we were going to try to do anyways. If we have anyone who wants to unmute, maybe share a story, experience, a need, something on their heart. I know there were a few veterans that wanted to have a few moments. Please feel free to do so, and we'll kind of just roll with it tonight. And just know if you start talking right now, you're muted, so you might want to unmute first. And don't be scared. Don't all go at once. All right, Luciano.
I guess I'll go. So I'm new to this whole thing, but as Margarita was saying, we met the other day, and we kind of connected because she's trying to do certain things that I'm already kind of in the world of, and so we were kind of networking, but with the product that she's trying to produce. I'm also partnered with a lot of other organizations in the military working dog community. And so for example, the US War Dogs, who provide prescription drugs for the retired military dogs. And so I felt like I could plug her in there. And then I was speaking to her because she was asking me what I was doing. And I said, well, currently right now in the veteran space, I'm trying to raise money for 4 service dogs that I currently have in training. And so we've already found one veteran to connect one of the service dogs. And then the other one is still learning its task, and we're looking for the veteran. The other 2 are puppies that were just donated. And those 2, I'm doing something a little bit different this time, because the way our nonprofit is written, it's also written to bring in kids to educate them about the wonders of dogs and educate them about, how to raise and all that. So I thought, I'm also on the school board in Hawthorne, California. And so I worked with the superintendent, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing in 2 high school students. We're going to be interviewing 2 11th graders, because these days they have to do community service hours and all that stuff. So I felt that it would be a perfect scenario where I could bring 2 students in and literally teach them the dog psychology and how to get a dog started in training. So this way they could not only experience the wonders of the animals, but also give back to a service member in need. And so that's been my big push right now. aside from everything else that we have going on. So I'm always
share
doing
the name of that
something.
again?
So that organization is the Dogs Project, but dogs is spelled DAWGS, thedogsproject.org. And so we're a national organization. Currently, right now, how the organization was started was 3 Vietnam era dog handlers went to Camp Pendleton to do an appreciation barbecue for the active duty kids there, kids, canine handlers there. And so they fell in love with the idea. So they started going around to the different Southwest bases, to the kennels, and doing these appreciation barbecues. Well, we started losing dog handlers in OEF or OIF, and so then they started to make them more memorial type appreciation barbecues, where they started to read the names of the fallen dog handlers, because you know that saying where they say that you die twice, once when you take your last breath, and the last time when your name is spoken for the last time. And so we take that to heart, and we speak the names of all our fallen dog handlers that we've lost. The last dog handler that we lost, his name was David Sonka, and in his will he wrote that he wanted any money raised in his honor to be donated to the Dogs Project. And so the father decided to go look and search to see what the Dogs Project was, and he found us. But these gentlemen were only doing it in the Southwest region, so the father asked if he could go national and take it to every base that asked for it. But what he added to it was the service dog component. I came into this just as someone invited me to go on May. So the first event that I had gone to was May 4th, 2013 at Edwards Air Force Base. And I was telling Margarita that I fell in love with it, and I felt like I was at home because of the camaraderie. I felt like I was with my people. And so I ended up taking over the Vietnam era guys in October of 2018 is when I officially took the Western portion over. And I ended up partnering up with the East Coast guy, with Kevin Sonka, the father, the Gold Star father of David Sonka. I ended up partnering with him immediately after that, and we started traveling the country. One of the things that we found out in our travels and in our conversations was that the day that I came into this organization is the same day that Kevin Sonka lost his son. And then in 2021, Kevin decided that he was ready to start mourning or grieving, and he gave me the organization. And so I take it. I take this organization to heart. I absolutely love I didn't realize I was going to get into the service dog thing. I thought we were just going to be doing the memorial stuff, but I just feel like I can't let them down. I can't let these guys down. And so I've taken on way more than I can chew, but we're making it happen through the networks and through through everybody that is supporting the appreciation barbecues. We've been adopted by another organization, so I don't have to really stress about that side of the house. It's just the service dog side. Currently, I have a few Marine dog handlers, a few ex-MARSOC dog handlers that are my task trainers. And so I didn't mention it earlier, but I was Air Force. And so my other company, Presidential Canine, is because I was a dog handler, obviously, in the military. My last job was Air Force One, so President Clinton and President Bush. And so I kind of took the Presidential Canine from that because that was the last mission that I did. And but through all this stuff, you meet and you network with everybody. And currently right now I have 2 dogs. Like I was saying, I have 2 dogs. Sorry, I'm a little nervous, but I have 2 dogs in San Antonio that are being trained, and then the other 2 are here with me because I'm meeting with the principal actually on Friday to start figuring out how we're going to get the kids over here to start actually training them and teaching them and doing that stuff.
Well, it's an honor to have you here sharing those programs. I
Thank
know
you.
we would love to connect with you more and have you bring those programs to this area.
Put your name in the chat.
Yeah, please.
Name and contact info. Whether
I did. It's in there.
Cool. What about a website? What about do you have a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok?
So I didn't put those things in, but I'll put it in. But I did put websites and phone number.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
for sharing
sir.
the story.
Great to have you on.
Thank you.
I know we have a joke coming up. Here it comes. Here it comes. I can hear it. Ready? Hank Hilbert, comedian, veteran comedian.
I don't know what that means.
You will next see him at the Mothership in Texas with Joe Rogan.
What?
I'm speaking this into existence.
All right, there you go, kid. Yeah, there you go. That works.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks. We're actually doing Operation Transition Outside the Wire is actually doing the golf tournament. I don't know if you mentioned that already. April 9th, I think it is.
April 8th.
April 8th. So there's a golf tournament that we're doing to help veterans. It's a veteran. Yeah, you got to help me out. My brain's mush.
The First and Goal Project. This year, it's their 2nd annual veteran golf tournament. They're raising money for about 5 different veteran organizations, and I will try to name them, but I may mess this up. So definitely go to firstandgoalproject.com. Care Possible, Patriots and Paws is the gold sponsor this year. Veterans Legal Institute, First and Goal Project, MVP, and I believe that's it, but I could be wrong.
Oh, somebody found me.
So they're gonna we're looking to do that this year, and Christine and I did it last year. We were out in the middle of a golf course, in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so it was actually pretty fun. And this year we'll be more in the middle of the mix. So with Tom and Shannon, who run Operation Transition Outside the Wire, with their coffee and letting everybody know about it. So as far as the canines, I love the canine. I just watched a thing on Instagram about the canines in the Pacific with the Marines out there, that they were treated just like soldiers, and they should be. I mean, they're a little bit, they take on the dangers to help soldiers be more safe and Marines be more safe. So the Canine Project is massive for me. I love the dogs, even though I have cats. So fucking cats. Just crazy. So yeah, my dad was in the Air Force for 20 years, so I understand what the Air Force life is like, but I was also a Marine for 4 of it. So I'm hoping to make it back out to California at the Comedy Chateau, so you guys can come check it out. Check out what a Marine actually says and does. So yeah, that's me. That's all I got.
Hey, Hank.
What?
Are you going to be over there with Tom and Shannon over the next couple days?
Yeah, in April 8th. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out there to do that. So on a Monday. I don't know if I don't know the whole deal. I'm still working with Tom on it. He's a little bit of a no-show right now. He lost a dear friend of his to the burn pits of cancer.
I'm glad you said that. Are you gonna be Are you gonna be out here for that?
Yeah, for the golf
memorial.
I'm gonna try to make that. I doubt if I can make that. Just because I mean, I'm already taking off work for the golf tournament and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try. I can't guarantee it, but him losing a friend like that, a dear friend of his, was something that he took really hard, and he had to step aside to get some help for himself. So yeah. Hopefully he gets back to it and we can get down.
I will be checking on our friend tomorrow. I'll be seeing him and Shannon tomorrow at the ranch. So.
Oh, you're going up there?
You know, if you want to link up, man.
Oh, you're gonna love it up there, man. It's beautiful.
It's my second time. Christine's been up there as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then what they're trying to do is amazing. So we're trying to get corporate sponsors to sponsor the tents so we can help these veterans with that stuff. So hey, if you talk to them, let them. I'll call them tomorrow. But yeah, I need more
Operation
coffee.
Transition Outside the Wire, you guys, is a nonprofit organization that helps with transitioning. They bring you to this ranch in Williams, Arizona, and not just you, but your spouse and your children. They have a whole program. What funds this program is the coffee that they roast and they sell, and they look like MREs. It's really cute. And they've co-sponsored or partnered with a brewery out there. So they're doing a lot of great things. The land is amazing in Williams. If you get a chance to ever check it out, go on to Operation Transition Outside the Wire. I can't remember if it's .org or .com. .org.
Hank, can you put their organization information in the chat if you have it?
Oh, you're talking to a Marine trying to type? All right,
So
bro.
go on to their
There you go.
website and give them a shout and let them know, hey, I'll be in Williams, Arizona. Can I stop by? And at the drop of the hat, you can bring your family, stop by, tour the place, see what they're doing. They're incredible. And just to backtrack a little bit, the friend that they lost, maybe many of you know him. His name is Brian Alvarado. He was a veteran out here in Orange County. He did a lot of work with his wife, Rocio, and their daughter in serving veterans out here in Orange County and LA County. They, oh my gosh, he's massive. He served veterans, he served people, they served everyone. They gave their hearts, their time, their life to service. And he just passed away not that long ago. So if anyone knew him or you're going to be in the area tomorrow, there's a service at 10 a.m. at Hope Church in HB, and the burial's in Riverside. We can get the information for you if you knew him, but just to honor him. And if you knew them, send a message to Rocio, give someone a card. We'll bring it to the memorial or come. I mean, it's devastating. It was a huge loss, just as Hank said. And if you knew them and you need to get help too, there's help out there for you. Any one of us can connect you with someone so you can share, speak, or it can be 998 if you need to. Is that right? 998. Okay. Yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there.
He's also one of the founding members of this series. So he was here before I was with Christine doing the work. So
yeah,
we miss Brian.
Bro, bringing food. He was down there a lot serving. Yeah, it's incredible. It's sad. It's sad. And so if you can at least say some prayers for his family, his wife and their 16-year-old can use all the support they can get. So if you think of anything, meals, anything, please let us know and we'll connect you. And so I will open it up. Chris, did you have anything you wanted to drop? Did you want to drop a line tonight? I know you're out. There's another veterans organization that's similar to what we're doing. And there's a lot of these in different states. So we are so grateful to connect with them. There's one in Washington that Chris is attending right now, and I believe they're live. So he brought us there live. Chris, can I get you to unmute? I can't right now. Okay, Melissa, it's on you. I know you had some words you wanted to.
I'm sorry. Hi, I'm actually working right now. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so we were at the Veterans Advisory Board meeting today with Congresswoman Steele's office, and what I was going to bring up is what Tierney Center and another person brought up was the income restrictions again. They're turning away a lot of people because of income restrictions, or they're telling veterans they cannot work, or they cannot go to school, or else they're going to lose housing. This income restriction is really real, especially with our pay increase. Guess who's in the mix of losing their voucher? I am, all over again. And then it comes to the end of the year, which I've barely moved in October, and still we're still searching for the deposit funding because an agency basically lied and said they utilized, basically my funding for 2 months in which they did not help.
Melissa, was this the Tierney Center or was this another organization?
Melissa, if you turn off your camera, we'll be able to hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Melissa, turn off your
Is that better?
camera. No, turn off your camera so that it's not taking that data. Are you able to turn off your camera? There you go. Now try to say that again. Megan had asked if that was a tyranny. No, Megan had asked if that was a tyranny center or organization.
Nope. That was Volunteers of America that utilized my supposedly my social, because they have it in the system that they helped me for 2 months. And if that's the case and they helped me, I wouldn't be still in need of a deposit. So that's a complete lie and that's fraud. And I'm just a veteran that caught it. And my social worker, it's like, who do we talk to about that? Who do we go to for that? But again,
He just wants to have one. Thank you.
so who do we talk to when a veteran is in that, in that situation? Or when a veteran is told, oh, hey, go here, go there, and, we'll give you this funding. And then all of a sudden, a day later, the funding is gone and exhausted. And then that veteran ends up pretty much shit creek. On top of everything, it's like a lot of agencies are promising things that they're not giving, or they're utilizing veterans, socials and getting the funding for it, but yet they're not giving us the assistance. And that's 2 months, depending on how much. I don't know how much a nonprofit gets for a veteran. I'm sure it's enough. But that's 2 months that my family could be utilizing funding and case management and everything else. And that did not happen. So now that's another fight I have to fight, on top of still finding the rest of the deposit. And guess what? I'm not literally homeless anymore. So
David, question to you regarding Melissa's situation, which is just
homeless
absolutely
programs.
Doesn't the VA have a check and balance?
I have no clue. Go VA. I'm not too sure.
Cooper.
But it's the VOA in Santa Ana, and I'm not too sure.
So Megan was asking, doesn't the VA have these checks and balances? Did I say that?
That'd be a good question. Because that's 2 months of. Go ahead, Daniel.
So as far as the HUD-VASH program goes, they're supposed to have a vetting process for the people who are granting these vouchers or helping out the veterans. I don't know. Melissa, I don't know your exact situation, but I still know people in HUD-VASH. If you want my help, I can reach out to someone for you and report whatever's going on.
Daniel, this was what we had sat down with Melissa and worked out back in, was it August? Remember when we all were at the Panasonic building? Yeah, this is since then. So
But
maybe we can even connect with Megan and get some of her
this is
resources.
a new issue though, isn't it?
No, they got, well, we'll probably have you talk with her offline.
Yeah.
And then maybe Megan has some more resources too that we can
I mean, I have people at Volunteers of America, but I mean, if Melissa, because you're saying that, you feel like you were, like, it sounds like you were wronged, right? I don't feel like going to them is really going to do anything. I think trying to understand what are the checks and balances for organizations like that, not necessarily to completely remove any funding that they're receiving, but they have these checks and balances in place to receive funding to be able to, serve the veteran community. So I think just trying to go to the source, you're going to get a lot more movement, traction faster than trying to go to them and then saying, no, we didn't do that. You're da 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 da. Like there's just a little bit, I just think it might be a little bit easier kind of going around it a different way, since it doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere. So unfortunately.
Yeah, that sounds like. So I know and I've heard this a lot. So if there anyone that have any resources for housing, it'd be great to pull some of those up, because Melissa's kind of been struggling for many, many months now with the same kind of shuffle. And then I've come across several homeless veterans, which I'm sure everyone knows one or two, but several homeless veterans, and it's difficult to get emergency assistance for them. And then when you do, it's difficult to get a little bit more help than a few days or a week. And so I know personally, I'm desperately looking for permanent veteran housing that doesn't immediately start at HUD-VASH, which I know Placentia Villages, you need to be referred, and then you got to start that HUD-VASH program. So if there's anyone that has resources for permanent housing, and then with not just the veteran, but with small children, and a resource for emergency housing, that would be incredible.
I would say that the collaborative has their own like housing working group. And so there was a new chair and vice chair voted in. One is, his name is Eric, and I'm forgetting his last name. And he's part of LA, and then his vice chair works in the Santa Ana office for like relating to HUD-VASH. So, you know, that might be something that you all might be interested in. I'm not quite sure with the new meetings, like time frame, since the transition of the new working group chairs. So I can always share that on the Facebook page once I get that flyer, so that if anyone's interested in getting involved or wants more information, I believe that those meetings are open to the public or to those that are associated with a veteran organization, like a service provider.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Megan. That's a wonderful start. Feel free right now, you guys, we have 10 minutes, and I mean, anything you have on your heart or information, maybe you have an event coming up. Megan, do you have any great events coming up?
Yeah, so we have our like Veteran Series Mixer, which is in person at Hangar 24 next Tuesday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Dinner is provided, it's free, and then you also get 2 drink tickets, whether it's non-alcoholic or alcoholic. It's sponsored by Westcliff University. And so we have one OC that's going to do a short 15-minute presentation, but the rest is all about networking with our veteran community. So you don't have to just be a veteran service provider. It's open to everyone, whether you're a veteran or not, and you're just wanting to help support the veteran community. So again, that's next Tuesday evening at Hangar 24 from 5:30 to 7. And 1OC is going to be presenting their free services that they provide to veteran organizations within Orange County.
That sounds great. If anyone's in the area, you better be there.
Last time we had sliders and fries and salad, and I had some wine. And so if you haven't had their beer before, it's really good too. So I don't drink beer, but everyone else says that their beer is great.
Thank you so much.
Can I get some information?
Yes.
All right. Well, again, this is Mohammed Islam with the Diversity Business Forum. And our upcoming event is a business mixer and showcase. And I believe Christine gonna have a booth for the veteran info, right?
We'll have veteran information and South Coast College information. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you. Yeah, you will.
Yeah, it'll be a diversity, right?
Yeah, diversity and veteran, we all work together. And last month we had a good event at the same place over by the what do you call
Next Level Fitness in Irvine.
in Irvine. Yeah, I put a flyer for that. And also, if you wish to have you can put your email address. I can send it to you. And what else? We usually do a good event and food, networking, and please come on over, get all the resources for doing a small business, especially veteran community. We'll have a lot of resources for them too. All right.
Yes, and I hear there's going to be some mental health booths too. So Heal OC will be there.
Yeah. All organization is going to be there. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And look at the my flyer. I put it on the chat site. Yeah, please send me your email address so we can keep in touch. Thank you.
Perfect. So normally we don't have this much time talking. However, tonight we do, right? Normally we have a little bit longer speaker. I know next month we have Siobhan with Throttle and Thrive. It's a organization, a home in, I think, Palos Verdes that helps with substance abuse for veterans and law enforcement, and only veterans and law enforcement. It's very small and boutique. It's a closed facility. And so we'll have her speak. And we're going to have some more mental health talks coming up. And we are connecting with other groups in other states. So if you do have a veteran in another state that need to get connected to someone in their area, we have amazing groups in Las Vegas. We have groups in Idaho, now Washington, Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona. I almost forgot Arizona and have you on, Hank. So sorry. And so just keep joining us. And if you would like to go on to Mill to Vet YouTube and see some of the transitioning stories, we have a connection over at Camp Hamilton and some transitioning people. So those stories are really getting out there, and they're going to be helping newly exiting Navy and Marines. So we'd like to continue that. If you have a connection with Army or Air Force and we can get that to them too, that would be wonderful. And I don't know why everyone's so quiet. Margarita, I know you have a lot to say, but we can't hear you. Say something claims. You always have something amazing to say about claims. So maybe before we close, you tell people what they really need to share with their doctors.
Oh, yeah, it is, although I am retired, but what I have noticed from the veterans for many, many years is when they come to my office and I ask them how they are doing. Oh, I'm fine. I had something to eat. I'm grateful. I have God in my life. But when I ask, how do you feel? They cannot tell me. They do know it, but they don't want to say it. And oftentimes I would say, if you don't tell me, I cannot write it down. The only way you can get help, if you come just be in a trusting environment and say exactly how you feel, so that I can document what you said. This way we can get you help. But if you don't tell me exactly how you feel, then how am I going to record it? I cannot tell you, I cannot think for you. You need to verbalize how you feel. So oftentimes, when the veterans feel comfortable to reveal what is really going on with them, the community or the staff is able to work with the vets, because now we have some tools to work on. So we can transfer them to either eye appointment or see another psychiatrist, or the medication needs to be adjusted. But so we have to encourage veterans to speak up and say exactly how they feel, what is going on with them. Because if we don't know, we cannot write it down and you cannot get help. Oftentimes, it comes to their benefits, which is very important. They can talk to their loved ones at home or friends. But when they come to our office, they don't tell us. And so it is a disadvantage for the vet for not sharing. So all of you who have an issue that you want to solve, you need to tell the staff. There is nothing to be embarrassed about or anything macho about. Because when you hold back and not singing, you put yourself in a disadvantage and you wonder why your benefit has not gone up or why you don't get better treatment. If you don't say it, we don't know it. So always encourage your fellow veterans to say exactly how they feel so they can get better treatment. Right?
I love it. That's perfect.
Thank you. It breaks my heart when I hear from family members what exactly going on with the veterans at home. They don't sleep, they're up all night, but when they come to the office, I'm okay. And I understand that it's a culture thing. But then what benefit do you get out of it? So be open. You have nothing to lose other than help yourself to the next step. So share with your fellows. Say how you feel. Not keep it secret of how you feel, because you will not be able to help you if we don't know what is going on.
Thank you so much.
Have a good
Can I
day.
get my hair back?
She's a psychiatrist. I don't think she can
No,
help.
I'm a psychologist.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's a psychologist. I don't think she can help.
So documentation for us is very important on your behalf. Because what you say, we would write down, and then we will follow through if you don't get the treatment. But if you don't say it, we wouldn't. And also, I am also a registered nurse. So as far as your medication is concerned, if it doesn't work or you feel you have symptoms of it, tell us to write it down so your medication can be switched to a different type that might be beneficial to you. So take care of you. You took care of this country, have this country take care of you. And the only way it can be done if you verbalize it and ask for what you need.
Dr. Margarita also is working on a project, the Bodyguard. So she loves connections. She's got a wonderful product that helps with bed sores and moving your loved one if you're at home. And so we're wishing that comes through to fruition soon. It's an amazing product.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And with Luciana, we're working on another project. Interesting how I met Luciano. It was a newspaper that was delivered. And I thought, oh, today I don't want to read the paper. You know, there's always nothing nice story. So I just put the paper aside. And somehow the middle page came out. And I said, wow, be nice to dogs. So I read, and I said, they quote Luciano in the paper about how to be friendly to the dog, how to be kind to the dog, how not to be afraid to the dog. And it was a very interesting article. So I called Elaine, I said, let's connect with Luciano, especially when I said that Luciano was a presidential dog for both Clinton and President Bush. So we make an appointment, and now we have our own project going. Yeah, Luciano?
Oh.
And so I asked Luciano, please join us on this event, and he graciously accepted.
Well, thank you so much for bringing him along. We love this new connection.
Yeah.
We are at 7 o'clock, Christine.
Would anyone else like to add anything before we hop off?
I think Megan's got the best glasses.
Thank you, Hank.
I would like to say, no, I'll just take 1 minute exactly, but special shout out to our minority veterans, including our Black and Hispanic veterans, just because we are celebrating Black History Month this month, and we were having my friend Joelle and A Noel on to speak on their experience in that. So special shout out to our minority veterans. We've come a long way. There's a long way to go, but we've come a long way. Yeah, that's all I got, Christine.
That's that. Very cool. Very cool. So when we get off tonight, stay connected either to somebody on tonight or the Facebook, helping our veterans who have sacrificed for us. Also Mil to Vet, where this will be on YouTube. It's MIL2VET. If you need to talk in between our next third Wednesday of the month, please, reach out to one of us. We're all here. And safe chat before you get off. Dixie, it was wonderful having you from Alaska. We look forward to connecting and sharing resources that we can, I don't know how we can get into Alaska, but maybe we can. So thank you guys all for joining tonight.
Thank you.
Bye,
do a
everyone.
Wonderful
Thank you
job.
for joining.
See you
We're
guys
proud
next
of you.
month.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.